So Derek, before the Charlton game, I think you said you told the players, treat this like your last match. What are you saying to them this week?
Exactly the same. It's in a really important game for us. We put ourselves in a better position. We've got 2 games to go, and we're 2 points adrift of the team above us at this moment in time. And for us to take it to the last 2 games of the season, it's been a great effort from the players, the staff, to get us to where we are.
What's the confidence been like since the Charlton win?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of good performances, and we only have to look back to the Plymouth game here. We were unfortunate to lose the match. Then we went to Portsmouth on Easter Monday and took a point, won here against Wycombe, and then had a really good performance away from home against Charlton. So the players are in really good spirits, and they keep on fighting and fighting to get the points that we require.
2 particularly good things, as well as the result at Charlton, was scoring 3 goals, and for Stockton to get 2 more of them and to be a bit more like the last season version of Cole Stockton.
Yeah, I mean, he took his goals really well. His first goal was a fantastic finish. He was involved in the one for Jensen Weir as well. And I think that his confidence is good at this moment in time, and he just wants to score goals. And, Jensen has been able to get to 11 goals this season from midfield, which is really good in League One, and we've played him in a different position to what he's been used to in the past, and it's worked well for him.
Yeah, and to score 3 goals, as I say, goals have been a little hard to come by, haven't they, recently? But 3 going into the last 2 games must be a real boost.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really difficult division, but we have players that can score goals, and the front 3 we had last week against Charlton have all proven that over a period of time.
The midweek results didn't particularly go your way this week, did they? But does it make any difference, do you think?
Well, the thing is that Oxford were always going to win a game. They can't go as long as they've gone with the squad that they've had. To be in the position they're in, they shouldn't be in this position. But they got a good win. I was at the Bolton game against Accrington. Accrington did very well to get the win. I think Bolton should have been 2 or 3 goals up before Accrington did score the goal. But after that, Accrington defended well, and they could have scored another one on the counter-attack.
Is it helpful, though, to know that you really do have to win 2 games? It's straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we understand. It's always been that way. I always keep on saying that you need to win games, but we know we're in this division. We've shown that we can compete against teams at the top end of the table, and we just need to get over the line by winning these games.
What are you expecting from Lincoln? They lost midweek, but they've been doing very well and hard to beat.
Yeah, they've got a really good record. They don't lose many games, and they haven't lost many games this season. They've drawn, I think it's 20 games this season, but from our point of view, we're at home. We've got a fantastic home record, and we're going to be a near capacity crowd here on Saturday. So that in itself will help the players.
It's going to be a terrific atmosphere, isn't it? What difference will that make on what could be a tense afternoon? Classic end of the season stuff, really, not just concentrating on your own game, fans listening to other results, that sort of thing. I guess it could be emotionally a difficult game to control as a manager.
Yeah, I mean, we had that issue last season when we went into the game against Sunderland, and I thought that the players coped very well with that occasion. We've had playoff semi-finals to get out of League 2 to League 1, which we coped well with, and we won a playoff final as well. So we understand the pressures that are there. We've had to dig in deep, and the players have shown that they can do that.
I've seen that mentioned, the playoff run, the League 2 promotion season with the Tranmere 2 games and then the Newport final. Do you relish these sort of mini seasons where it's actually you condense the effort into really focusing on a couple of really key games, really high pressure games?
Yeah, I always believe that in England, in the bottom tiers especially, that there's too many games. I don't think that there should be leagues of 24 teams. I don't think there should be 46 games in a season. I don't think it's good for the public, but that's not going to change in the near term. But I think that when it gets down to the nitty gritty, then the players enjoy it. They understand what they've got to do, and to get these vital points.
Is it about managing individuals in different ways as well in these situations? We spoke to Dan Crowley, who seems very laid back. He's relatively experienced in these sort of situations, but you have quite a young squad, don't you? And the message you give to players differs from individual to individual?
Yeah, we have got a young squad, but a lot of them now are either injured or not playing. We've got an experienced goalkeeper. We've got a right back that has won promotion. We've got two centre halves that are experienced from the point of view that Rawson was in a playoff final last year with Mansfield. Badu has been at the top level. We've got the likes of Ryan Delaney as well, who's an experienced player, played at Bolton, got promoted, and you only have to look at Stockton up front as well, and we've got younger ones in the squad, in the Austerfields, the Weirs, the Watts, etc. But they've all played a lot of games this season to gain that experience.
So the more senior ones are the ones you would like to turn to if you can.
Yeah, I mean, we've got, Conor Ripley is very experienced, and he, from the point of view, has been in the game a long time, and he understands the pressures of the games. He's the captain at this moment in time because Donald Love is out injured, and we've got the experience throughout the team to enable us to get to the end point.
So in terms of injuries and compared to the Charlton starting 11, what are you looking like?
We've got a doubt with Pap. He's got an injury. He had to come off against Charlton, so we'll assess him today and tomorrow to see if he's ready for the game. We still got the same injury situation as we had for the Charlton game. We had 18 players going there. We might only have 17 for us for Saturday.
Pap did really well, didn't he, at the weekend before he went off?
He's been terrific, and for a player that was back in France, back in Senegal as well, and to come in and do as well as he's had done. He's played a lot of games, and that's probably why he's picked up the injury. But unfortunately for me, I can't rotate because we don't have the players to do that.